Well, 'twas the night before. Miami versus FSU. The 12th ranked Miami Hurricanes, the 0-1 Florida State Seminoles. Tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, ABC Prime Time. How y'all doing tonight? What's going on? Listen, tonight is going to be, I know it's hard to imagine this. I know. It's going to be kind of a chill stream. I'm feeling pretty dang rough tonight. I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer here, all right, or party pooper. It's going to be lit. It's still going to be fun, but it's going to be a little more chill because I'm feeling kind of lightheaded and dizzy and still dealing with some stuff. But I wanted to come on and take some phone calls and talk FSU because we can't miss this opportunity, right? This is like Christmas. Miami versus FSU. There's going to be tons of FSU fans here showing up loud and proud, voicing their opinion, repping their squad. Maybe even a couple of them will be brave enough to call in. But for real, how you guys doing? Cedric Holton, thank you for pulling the trigger and becoming a Canes fan member. Speaking of Canes fan members, 24/7 Canes has already used it. Guys, there are 2 new emotes available. We have the new turnover chain. Canes fan members, you can spam the heck out of that. And then I think we actually put the Miami Hurricanes U in there. We did. So we've got the actual U now as well. So have some fun with that. I think it could make a couple of appearances tomorrow night. So, hey, have those things ready. So I'm still going to give my little spiel before we dive into this and open up the phone lines. Again, we're still going to have a good time tonight. Of course, Miami looking to extend this win streak to 4 games after FSU previously winning 7 in a row. I don't need to dive too deep into the details because you already know, Miami fans and FSU fans alike. But let's do our normal spiel. I'm going to go over... Actually, you know what? Before we get started, I want to listen to something. Can we do that? Let me throw on my hater blockers. Before we really get started, let's see if we get 100 people in here. Let's see if we can get 100 people up in here before we get this thing kicked off. But I can't do it, y'all. I say it's going to be chilling. Look at what I'm doing. Goodness gracious. Man, Crip, thank you for the $1 donation, my friend. And John Bird, thank you for the top dono before the stream even started, the $10. I just thought it'd be fun to kick it off like that, you know? Because there are going to be some FSU fans that pop in here, guys. And what a perfect opportunity. The timing, right? To have them pop in right when that's going down. I have one other thing that I want to do. If you guys can help me out with something here. I've got a favor to ask. Dang, he's not live anymore. What we were going to do is we were going to hop over to Turnt Tally's live stream and we were going to poke fun at him and talk some smack, but he just ended his stream. Man, missed opportunity, y'all. That was going to be so much fun. I don't know if you know who Turnt Tally is. Probably many that don't because, you know, FSU YouTuber, you know. But it would have been a good time. No, in all seriousness, he's pretty funny, man. He cracks me up. So that would have been a good time. But it is what it is. We'll just roll with it. Bergie in the building. What's going on, man? So don't forget, FSU fans. Can we get a show of hands if there are any FSU fans here? Are there any FSU fans? I want to remind you, there is still time on the Coach Coop preview video, Miami versus FSU. If you leave your score prediction, there's still time, guys. You will be entered to win this big fat L signed by yours truly. Check this out. I signed it. All you got to do is leave your score prediction and you're entered to win. I will mail it straight to your door. Personalized. Big fat L. Would look great in a frame, maybe like hanging up on your wall. You know what I'm saying? So there's still time, guys. Still time. And you guys have already seen my score prediction for the game. I actually caught a lot of hate for this. I was told that this is very disrespectful to FSU to predict 41-10. But I'm telling you, this Miami Hurricanes team is going to feast tomorrow. absolutely. We're going to get into it. All right. Let's go ahead and do our normal spiel. Guys, here in a few minutes, you'll be able to call in, give your score predictions for the game as well. Let's take a look at the weather report for tomorrow night. Prime time game, kickoff at 7:30. Let's be real, it's going to be more like 7:40 or 7:45. So around that time, 80 degrees, 40% chance of rain, scattered thunderstorms. Come on, it's South Florida. That's normal. I think we're in the clear. Even if it does sprinkle a little, it'll move on. Isolated thunderstorms, 8 p.m. By 9 p.m., mostly cloudy. 15% chance of precipitation, 80 degrees. I like it. Now also, I'm sure by now you've already seen the uniform combo for tomorrow. Now, let me know something. Did you guys want to see the blackout tomorrow? I didn't. I realized that it is at Hard Rock Stadium. I know it's prime time. I know it's college game day. I know it's nighttime. I know it's a rivalry game. But I think we wait. I think we hold it. I mean, obviously we are. But I mean, I wasn't really on board with the blackout for this game. I mean, you got to respect every opponent, right? We have to take FSU seriously. It's a rivalry game. It's always a dogfight. But I just don't think we bring the blackout for that. Honestly, I don't. And FSU fans, I'm looking for you guys to call in tonight. I'm giving you an opportunity. I won't try to embarrass you on the phone. I will let you speak your mind. So please hang out and let's have you call in here in about the next 10 minutes. All right, let's get it. So we all also already know that head coach Mike Norvell will not be present. Will that have an impact on the team? Maybe a little bit. It's still their head coach. It's still the head honcho. It's still kind of their guy that they look to. He'll be watching from home on his couch, so that's kind of a bummer for them. I like to beat. If you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. So I would prefer for him to actually be able to be there so there can be no excuses, if that makes sense. But hopefully a full recovery for him, whether he's showing symptoms, not showing symptoms. One thing that I forgot to mention in my preview video is I don't want people making fun of him because he has COVID-19. That's just something that I don't put up with. You don't wish sickness or injury on anybody, period. Because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. So hopefully him and his family stay safe, right? We can talk as much trash as we want, but let's keep it about football. Hopping over to the ESPN matchup predictor, has FSU as a little bit of an underdog in this matchup. Understandably so. 41.6% chance of victory. Miami, 58.4% chance of winning. FSU, of course, one game under their belt, the Georgia Tech loss. It was a close game, but still a loss nonetheless. And they did have a bye week coming into the Miami game, so they've had a little bit of extra time to prepare. What's really interesting here with this, in my opinion, is I doubt they call Coop. I bet we don't get a single FSU caller, Miami boy. No joke. Even FSU fans, you can literally call in and say, here's my score prediction, and hang up. That's all you got to do. You do not even have to put any meat on the bone. You don't have to argue. You can close out of the chat so you don't see Canes fans making fun of you. Literally, you can call in and just give your score prediction, and that'd be it. That's all you got to do. What's going to be interesting with the Florida State matchup, though, is the fact that, yes, did FSU look like poo-poo against Georgia Tech? Yeah, they did. They didn't look good at all. But we are judging all of this off of one game. Could they look a little bit better going up against Miami? Even though Miami would technically be a better team than Georgia Tech, at least it seems that way. They could. They could look a little better. They could look improved, potentially. I'm trying to give you guys a little something. Yeah, now come on, Typey Tom, no spamming though. I'm not calling you out just because you're an FSU fan. Just no spamming though, all right? We can take a brief look at the average stats so far this season. I've already done this in my preview video, however. And for Florida State, this is just basically going to be their stats from the Georgia Tech game because they've only got the one game under their belt. So not really much of a reason to compare these. Miami's numbers are going to be bigger and better. 490 average yards per game, FSU 307. Yards allowed, FSU 438, Miami 400. Again, not really a point in looking into that. Kelsey Stewart, thank you for the sub, man. I like the flags 24/7, Canes. That got my attention. I have a couple of things I want to bring up about Florida State, and then we'll get the phone lines opened up. Do we see quarterback Jordan Travis more often in this game. Obviously, he poses a run threat, a true dual threat for Florida State. He was actually tied for their leading rusher against Georgia Tech. Let me pop it back over to me. Do we see him more this game? I actually think that even though Blackman is kind of the leader and he's their guy, I think that they should look to Jordan Travis more often. And I know that he doesn't throw a good-looking ball, and they typically just use him in run situations. But if they want to kind of throw a kink in Miami's plan or throw them a curveball, for lack of better words, FSU could throw Jordan Travis in there more often and actually have him pass some, right? Because the Miami defense is probably looking, if Jordan Travis is in, they're running the ball. That's what they do with him. If he comes out for a bunch of pass plays, it could kind of throw the game plan off for Miami a little bit and have to adjust. So FSU has some things that they could do. Tamorian Terry will have to be shut down. He really wasn't that special in the Georgia Tech game, and we shut him down pretty well last year. So just got to take care of him. FSU needs to get the ball out quickly. Miami's defense is going to be ready to feast and absolutely going to eat Blackman alive. But again, if they get the ball out quickly, that could definitely help. Kevin, thank you for pulling the trigger on the Canes fam membership, my friend. If you refresh the stream, you should have a U by your name, and then you should have access to special Canes fam member only emotes as well. There's some new ones in there, Kevin. Thank you for the love, man. 5 out of 6 runs to the left. You got it 24/7 Canes. I saw those breakdowns and stuff you did on Twitter and the video with Paul. That's good stuff, man. Keep it up. For me personally, I'm looking for Wiggins to have a big night. I mean, that's our tallest wide receiver that we've got on the squad, and he's been a little quiet. I really think that we could target him more often and make some big-time plays. I'm looking for him to step up, have a big night, and potentially Peyton if he does get to play. I haven't seen for sure if he is going to be at the game because, of course, he wasn't able to make it last week. But looking for him to have a big day. And Rooster. Yes, Cameron Harris is RB number 1, but I'm looking for Rooster to just absolutely have a monster game. In the runs that he is going to get, I think he can have a big impact against this FSU defense. Also, on the defensive side of the ball, I'm looking for Ivy to step up, and I'm looking for McLeod to step up because McLeod is and should be one of the leaders on the defensive side of the ball with the seniority that he has. He's just played okay. I'd like to see maybe like an interception from him or causing a fumble, something like that. Some kind of big play from McLeod. But basically, here's the deal. For Florida State, we need to shut down their short passing game and shut down their screens and get to Blackman as much as possible. Consistent pressure, because when he's under pressure, he tends to be very inaccurate and throws lots of interceptions. He fumbles the ball a lot. Consistent, constant pressure on him. Let's rattle him early. How about a big hit on Blackman early in the game to really just kind of throw his whole night off? And then at that point, maybe they throw in some more Jordan Travis, try to lean on the run game with him, and then we shut that down. And for Miami, let's see lots of yards after contact for the offense, and let's see a big special teams play. Shutting down Terry will be huge. Otherwise, FSU, it's strange this year, right? I think many of you can agree. It's such a weird year because I can't really talk up Florida State at all. You know what I mean? Like, I think that this is the year, okay? I think that this is the matchup because typically we've still had to come back. I was there at Hard Rock in 2018 when we were down, 20 to nothing at halftime, or 21 to nothing, or 27 to nothing, something like that. All hope was gone, right? We had to fight and claw our way back to get the dub. Now, we did get the victory, but still, it was a tough fight. I think that this is the year, this is the season, that we just absolutely destroy our in-state rival, Florida State. Maybe they keep it close for a quarter, but I think that we assert our dominance and just absolutely handle business and embarrass FSU. This is the year that I think that happens with win number 4 in a row. All the momentum is on our side. It's our turn to keep a streak going, and I would almost put money on it that it's going to be more than 7 games. All right? So I think we go ahead, as far as I know, and get into the phone calls. Like I said, short, sweet, and to the point tonight. Since I'm not feeling too good, I would rather just give you guys more of an opportunity to call in and voice your opinion. Is Uncle Lou in the building? Is Uncle Lou? Where? I must have missed him. Man, it's so good to see you guys here tonight. 140 in the chat. This is crazy. Uncle Lou, are you here? Maybe not. Might be someone else. I was going to see if 24/7 Canes, I was going to see if White Tonto wanted to call in. Is what I was going to ask. I didn't know if White Tonto wanted to give a breakdown or his opinion on this Florida State team. I've already heard what he thinks. I've already seen the video. All right. What's going on, Jay Rivera? How are you, man? Casey Golden, what's going on, man? Next week, hey, I'd love to have you call in. I don't see Uncle Lou though. I don't know where everybody's getting that. I don't see him anywhere. I must have just totally missed it. We got a sad FSU fan. Are you gonna call in tonight, bro? It's nothing but love. You gotta rep your squad. We got Crip in the building. I don't know. I guess he's not. I don't see Lou. All right. So let me get the phone line open up, guys. Feel free to call in with your score predictions. Discuss the game a little bit. You can't. Man, I hear that. I don't know. I hear that all the time. What's the deal? Do FSU fans not have any minutes left on their prepaid phone? I'm so confused. Never. They're never able to call in. What's the deal with that? Let me get the phone line opened up, guys. Miami fans, FSU fans, it doesn't matter. Listen, I got to poke some fun, all right? We got to have some fun with this tonight. Let's enjoy it. At the end of the day, we're not the ones suiting up tomorrow. Let's just have some fun with this, guys. Let me get it opened up, though, right quick. Oh, man. And once again, if you guys don't mind to help me out, I know there are going to be people asking. I'm a little bit out of it since I don't feel too well tonight. So I may not be as energetic. Stuff isn't just coming to me like that. I'm kind of feeling rough. So I'm just letting you guys know once again that if somebody says anything, just let them know, hey, Coop's not feeling the best. That's why he's not acting as crazy as he typically does. All right. I would appreciate that if you guys can help me out with it. Nobody watching the Heat game? Yeah, we're keeping an eye on it. I got a tab up over here. I'm keeping tabs on it. What are we looking at? 40-28. All right, I like it. He's going to take care of business. Let's be real. Up 3-1 in the series. It's over, bro. It's over. Let's go ahead and get it up. Get the first phone call here. Miami boy.
Yo, what up, what up, what up?
What's going on, man? I told you I was going to save the number. I did it. I finally did it. 2 years later, I saved it.
What's going on, man?
I'm chilling, trying to take it easy tonight, trying to conserve some of that energy for tomorrow night so I can bring it during the game. So tonight, I know you've already been hanging out, so it's a little more chill tonight. Wanting to use this opportunity to give you guys more of the floor so you can kind of discuss the game and how you're feeling about it. It's again, this year is just so interesting because there's so much confidence with the Miami fans after watching the FSU game week 1 against Georgia Tech. So it's weird. It just feels weird. I don't know how to explain it. So how are you feeling about it?
Man, like I told you last week,
oh boy.
I ain't worried about State. I ain't worried, like I said about Louisville. I ain't worried about Florida State. We're going to win. My prediction, we're going to win 63-3.
Woo! Oh, man.
That's my score prediction. I'm telling you, we're going to ball out. Defense going to be ready. Wiggins, Pope, they're going to be ready. It's going to be a whole different game. I don't think last year going to open up as much as he did with Louisville, because Louisville, you know, they were speedy, but
right.
With Florida State, I think it's going to be an easy win. I mean, I know it's going to be an emotional rivalry game, but I'm not even worried about Florida State either.
Yeah, and that's where, again,
it's going to be a walk in the park.
Yeah, for me saying it's just so interesting is because I'm used to looking at this Florida State matchup and being like, man, like they've got this guy, they've got this threat, they could do this, they could do that. And then no matter how many times I look at it and watch the tape and kind of look at the stats for this team and everything, I kind of am just like, bro, they're not that good. Like, you know, again, you got to take every opponent seriously. But, I mean, that's just common sense. Of course you do that. But when actually looking at this team, Miami should wipe the floor with them, 100%.
The only threat they had last year was Cam Akers, and we shut him down. You know, so I mean, and we were in Doak Campbell You see what I'm saying? And we beat them like that. We shut down Cam Akers. So now they come into Hard Rock. I know this gonna be an easy win. I'm not even worried about it either. I'm telling you, I want my mind is set on Clemson. That's what I'm worried about. That's gonna be the game right there. But this Florida State, it ain't. I ain't even worried about it.
Yeah, and it's really nice that it might have even been you and I that talked about it last week. Maybe not. I may be imagining things. I've slept since then. But it's nice that with the schedule that we get this bye week before Clemson. So we don't have to get caught sleeping on FSU and looking ahead to Clemson. We've got an extra week to prepare for them anyways.
Right.
So mentally, all these guys can focus on this Florida State game. So that's really nice.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Definitely the focus on this game. But, I mean, as of the way I feel about it right now, no, I'm not. I think we're going to blow them out.
All right,
Miami boy. Really think we are.
63-3 prediction. Now the FSU fans are cussing you out in the chat. I see it.
I don't care how they feel. I don't care what they think.
They're gonna have to call in and give their side of it. I got Miami fans lined up out the door, ready to give theirs, but FSU fans keep saying, "Sorry, Coop, I can't call in tonight, man. My minutes ran out, and they just I ain't got any quarters for the payphone, man. I just can't call in tonight." I don't know what it is.
No, it's just a precursor to that loss they're gonna get tomorrow. That's all that is. That's why I want to call in.
But
they know what's up.
You were pretty accurate for the Louisville game. You were confident, and we took care of business as you said. So we're gonna see what happens tomorrow night.
And we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna take care of business tomorrow. I like the Heat gonna take care of Boston tonight.
Let's go.
So I'm just saying. But anyway, it was good talking to you, Coop. I'm still in the chat, but my prediction stands 63-3. We got this.
I like it, man. Always a pleasure speaking to you, Miami boy.
All right, Coop.
All right. Have a good night, bro.
You too. Bye.
What's going on, Mel? How you doing tonight? The 24/7 Kane said they're trying to calculate. The number won't work. Come on now. It's right here. 865-229-4131. I need one. Can we get one Florida State fan? I know you guys are here. There's 160 people in the chat. You're telling me there aren't 2 FSU fans, 3 FSU fans that have the cojones to call in? Come on, it's nothing but love around here. Friendly trash talk. Come on. Hurricane Zoe in the building. What's going on, man? Man, I love it, Miami boy. What do you think about that new emote with the current turnover chain? Looks good. Typey Tom. Call in, man. Let's get it. Come on. All right, phone line's up and back up, guys. 63-3 for that first prediction. Man, I have people telling me that mine's disrespectful. Come on. Come on. You got Kane for life. Thank you for the $4.99, man. I like the prediction, bro. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
What's going on, Hurricane Logan?
Hold on.
Miami is going to be them Seminoles down 4,717.
Sorry, I forgot that when someone donates, it's tradition on this channel to change it to the FSU chorus. So that just caught me way off guard when it started playing that. I thought something messed up on my computer. Oh, that's great. So who do we have again? I'm sorry.
Hurricane Logan.
It's Hurricane Logan. I've got to resave your number too, just like I had to do 24/7 Canes and Miami Boy. So I'm going to write it down right now, and I'm going to save it so I can address you properly the next time you call in. So I've got it down here. Now, I saw when Miami Boy gave the 63-3, I think you were a little surprised at that prediction. What are you thinking about tomorrow night? Now, you ain't got to go straight into score. We could just discuss it for a minute if you want.
I got you. So we all want to score 63. 63-3 sounds amazing. We'd all love that. But logically speaking, there's 2 ways that this game is going to go. If the Miami that we know that we have from the OC to the O-line, if that team comes out and faces the Florida State that we've seen, especially with Blackman and the terrible O-line that they do truly have, it's going to be probably 41-13, 41-17. Now, if it turns into, for whatever reason, because it is Miami, Florida State, if it turns into a classic battle, backyard, Florida on Florida talent rivalry, then it's probably, in my guess, going to be 31-24, somewhere along those lines.
And that is what's kind of crazy. I meant it in my preview video when I said, and I know that many other people agree, both Miami fans and FSU fans, that typically you can throw records out the window when it comes to this game. That's not always been the case, but a lot of times so. Usually it doesn't matter if both teams are undefeated or both teams have lost all their games coming into this matchup. It's usually typically a pretty crazy game.
Of course, because you look at the last, few years before we started beating them in so many times in a row, when they were really great and we knew how many problems we had, even those games were close. And
That's
we
true.
were not a good Miami team.
That's true. I didn't think about putting it that way. You bring up a good point of kind of flipping it that way. And we were able to compete and keep it close and fight and claw our way back. That's true. That's a really good point.
Yeah, because before our first win, when Darrell Ingham caught the grab, we were sitting there watching the games before when we were at 7-6, 5 straight losing against them, and those were nail biters, and some of them were heartbreakers. And it's just your classic Miami FSU game, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But, going forward, if our linebackers come out to play and Blake Baker's got these guys ready and fired up on D, it's no problem. It's no problem. We're going to steamroll Florida State, and I'm not a cocky dude. And I'd hate to eat my words like you eat paper last season, but
never again. Sometimes I wonder if that's why I'm going through the medical issues I'm going through now, ingesting too much paper last year.
Yeah, but I really think if Blake Baker has this defense fired up and ready, and these linebackers show up and play well, it's going to be a very heartbreaking game for Florida State, man. I'm being straight up. It's going to be tough. I'm not worried about nobody besides I think it's Marvin Wilson on the D line and then Tamari and Terry on offense. That's it.
What is he?
And they've never done nothing against us anyway.
I think how big? Yeah, Wilson is 6'5", 305 pounds at defensive tackle. So that's a pretty big boy. There's no denying that.
But the difference between this year and even the years prior where we were beating them is that big boy is not catching King like he would have caught Rozier and Kaya and other quarterbacks. It's different this year, man. But logically speaking, I give it 41-17 or maybe 31-27. Depends on what kind of battle comes out. But the big thing that comes into play too is Norvell's not there. The leadership presence for Florida State has not been present because he tested positive. And that's their play caller. And that guy missing that game is humongous.
Yeah, it does make a difference. Absolutely. He's going to be at home watching the game on his couch.
Yeah, that's a big deal. But I can't tell you how excited I am. I can't wait to jump in the stream tomorrow and watch you stream it up. And
it's going to be
time watching the game, man.
It's going to be crazy because I know that I'm having trouble getting Florida State fans to call in tonight. But I can promise you that there will be a handful, 10, 15, 20 of them in the live hangout tomorrow talking trash, 100%, especially before kickoff.
I give it to the third quarter and they'll be gone. So.
We'll have to break out the binoculars. We'll see.
Oh, my God. I was going to say, dude, your intro cracks me up every time. Man.
Listen.
You have the bino part. I'm just sitting there laughing.
Do you have the stream pulled up while you're talking to me or no?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to give you and everyone else here a sneak peek into a prop that I have for tomorrow night that I might hopefully possibly get to use, and I'm just going to show it on the screen, but I'm not going to say anything, all right?
Go ahead.
All right, here it is. I don't know if you can tell what it is, but
it looks like a small violin.
I have it ready.
Either that or a little coffin.
I have it ready for something tomorrow night. Hopefully we get to use it. We'll see. It'll make more sense tomorrow. Just tune in tomorrow, all right, guys? This is going to be my little pitch to draw everyone back in tomorrow for the live stream. I'm not a good salesman. Tune in tomorrow, and you'll get to see what that is if you don't know, all right?
That's awesome.
Hey, Hurricane Logan.
Tomorrow, real quick, if you don't mind. Everybody in the chat, Miami Hurricane fans, hey, man, give Blake Baker a chance. He don't have Demetrius Jackson, Corn Elder, Joe Jackson, Michael Jackson, freaking the list goes on. This guy's lost a lot. We'd rather Manny Diaz be grooming a new defensive coordinator than Mark Richt grooming a new offensive coordinator. So give the guy a chance.
You ain't wrong. I'm right on board right there with you.
Yeah, and then even looking at people like Cam Harris, I mean, when DJ
Run
Dallas
it back
left,
one more
Ken
time.
Harris
Musical
literally
notes,
took
raising
charge, and he's
hands,
a whole
medium,
nother
dark
man
skin
this year,
tone.
and he is our starting running back, and he deserves it because of how he applied himself. And for
Yep.
the people who bash the coaching staff about Lorenzo Lingard, he's a four-string at UF. So sometimes it's a little deeper than the staff. It comes with discipline and responsibility on applying yourself. And I think that we have the kids in this class that are here to do that. So it's going to happen. It's going to take time too, but I can't wait, man. Take care, and thanks for having me on the show,
Hey,
like always.
Absolutely. Always a pleasure, my friend. I'll see you tomorrow night, all right?
Later, brother.
All right, have a good one. That was Hurricane Logan with, and listen, I want to make it known. First off, You God Kane for Life with the $9.99 says, I just want to hear the song again. I love it, man. Thank you for that, man. And Music City Kane with the $4.99 says, run it back one more time. I love it. I forget that that's tradition, that we do that every year, is we change the notification sound to the FSU chorus. It's great, man. Every time the FSU fans hear it, oh, man, they get so heated. Hurricane Logan with a 41-17 or 31-27 prediction. Now, I want to let you guys know that you're more than welcome to leave more than one score prediction. It's always hard in general, in my opinion, to predict Miami Hurricane scores, right? It's a tough thing to do. But this one is especially tough because it's an in-state rivalry game. It's typically close, but then the times it's not close, it's a blowout one way or the other. So you are more than welcome, both FSU fans and Miami fans, to say it could be this or it could be this. That's fine. That's acceptable. All right, let's take the next call here, guys. You can still call in right up here, 865-229-4131. So did nobody know what that was? Could nobody think about what this could be for? Phone number don't work. It's got to work. We just had 2 people call in. Make sure that you put a 1 and then the area code. Because what's interesting here is I'm seeing the numbers pop up and it's not ringing. So it's because so many people are trying to call in at the same time. So just keep trying, my friend. Keep trying, all right? All right, here we go. I finally did it. Same as Miami boy. What's going on, 24/7 Canes?
What up, Coop?
I saved the number.
It's about time.
Yep. We're getting there. We're trying to step it up, professional streamer here. So.
Yeah, hold on. I got to pass the phone to somebody. Hold on. Hey, this is Tom Trapper. Here to tell you that FSU is going to lose to them Kane, boy.
I love it. Love it. Oh man, it just feels good to be able to talk some smack, man. It does. It don't tell me. I had FSU fans DMing me all week on Twitter and Instagram saying, "Coop, the disrespect is just ridiculous," and this and that. If flip the teams here in this scenario, put Miami at 0-1 with a loss to Georgia Tech, 2-0. Coming into town, they would be talking so much trash. 100%.
They're talking trash now, and there
are some.
So.
There are some. Many do not believe. I will say that's also what's throwing me off. Is there were a ton of comments on my preview video of Florida State fans saying, "Coop, Miami's going to win." I'm not even going to try to argue with you, but there are some that are still pretty confident.
It's good to see. I mean, it's a rivalry game. It's Miami versus Florida State, so I expect some people to be up for the game. I expect some Florida State fans to have some fandom.
Yeah.
But this is not their year. This is not their decade. And it feels good to say that.
Yeah, it does.
But anyways, here's what I got for you. James Blackman. He is not going to do anything against our defense. Okay, I know everybody's worried about our defense and everything that has been said, but you gotta just pump the brakes a little bit because if we got an offense that plays up tempo, that does over 70 plays per game, our defense is going to be out in the field, a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a matter of whether they could keep that score down. So, and you're going to give up something. against Louisville. So just hold on a bit. You know, check the game out. You know, I spoke about the game today a little bit. You know, the only advantage that Florida State has to against us is Marvin Wilson, like you said. They have a linebacker called Amari Gainer.
Yep.
You can look him up. And they also have a safety that's been playing pretty well, and a corner has been playing pretty well. But at the end of the day, we have more matchups problems. We have more matchup problems for them than they do against us. So at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, and it also comes down to coaching. Mike Norvell's not coaching, you know. So
and
we
again,
have the edge almost everywhere.
As we discussed, that does have a slight impact at the very least.
Correct. And you were talking about Jordan Travis. They could give the ball to Jordan Travis 15 times. I bet out of those 15 times, at least 11 or 12 times, he's going to run it to the left.
I think that they should throw more curveballs in there and try to pass the ball with him more, unless he's just that bad at throwing the ball.
I can see it, but
like just again like a curveball to throw out there, because I feel like when you see him take the field, you know that it's most likely a run play with him.
Right. Well, they're going to go to the tricks early. You know, they have nothing to lose basically, because their season is, and what's been going on with Florida State. I mean, if you follow anything that's been going on with them, you know, they just played a quarterback that they could have had in Jeff Sims. We took Jalen Knighton from him. You know, they had one of their best players on offense hit the transfer portal. Mike Norvell caught COVID. You know, you got things that are not functioning right within their program. So, you know, I don't feel necessarily bad for them because they're our rivals, but we were once there, so we know how it feels. So I'm just going to say, you know, Florida State, you know, they're going to have some Knoll tears after this game because Rhett Lashley is not going to take his foot off the gas pedal. You know how we held back in Louisville?
Yeah.
You know, we held back in UAB?
Yeah.
Not this game. Not this game, Coop. You're probably going to have a sore wrist after this.
Good. I want to be icing my shoulder for the rest of the night after the game. I want to not be able to sleep because I'm having to give my entire right arm and shoulder, right half of my body, an ice bath because it's in so much pain from cranking that siren. And I'll tell you, I'm gonna tonight. It's usually a night before thing that I do. Like everybody has their little rituals, right? That you do, like game day stuff. I'm gonna put a little bit of extra lube in her tonight, so it's ready to go. All right.
All right. So, anything you want to know in terms of the game tomorrow that you want to ask me about, or?
Let's see, because I have to remember that I saw Paul's video speaking with you, like, and doing a breakdown, but that doesn't mean that everyone else here saw that. So I'm trying to think of some of the more important points that we could bring up or discuss to talk about it. Because, I mean, we already mentioned some pretty big points already. I don't guess there's anything else that I can think of other than if there's any finishing touches you wanted to add to it. Now, of course, we're going to get that score prediction from you. But otherwise, nothing that I can think of.
I've been pretty consistent with my with my score prediction all everywhere. I'll keep it simple. 33-17. Miami pulls a victory, a 16-point victory. Borregales is the X factor. Will Mallory is a secret weapon. Because you know, if you're a Florida State fan right now in the chat, call in and tell me who's going to cover Brevin Jordan, who's going to cover Will Mallory, which one of your linebackers, which one of your safeties. I want to hear that. I really want to hear it, because that's the X factor.
Yep, and unfortunately,
I
must say, I do not believe that we're going to have an FSU fan call in and provide that tonight. Don't want to let you down or anything or disappoint you for this stream, but
they better grow some Co-Jones.
24/7 Canes, man. Always nice to have you on the line. 33-17, a 16-point victory for Miami. I'm looking forward to hanging out tomorrow and enjoying the game, my friend.
Thank you, Coop. Go Canes.
Have a good night. Can we, here's what I want to do. All right, here's what I want to do. Can we get a commitment tonight? This is going to sound like some kind of infomercial or something. Can we get a commitment?
Coach Coop, you a legend, my brother. We appreciate you. Hashtag Hightown Canes.
Michael Love, thank you for the $5, man. I love it how she said, you a legend, my brother. Hey, man, I love the FSU. Thank you, Michael Love, for the $5, bro. Can we get a commitment tonight from an FSU fan in the chat to tell me, Coop, I am going to call in. Here is my area code. Hold the line for me. I'm calling right now. Can we get one commitment? I'm going to wait. I'm holding the line. I know there are other Miami fans that want to call in and speak their opinion, and I want to give them an opportunity. But I'm looking for an FSU fan. I'm not going to get you on the line and try to embarrass you. Or I literally just want to hear your input. I value it. I do. I want to hear it from an FSU fan's point of view, how they feel about this game, whether it be good, whether it be bad, predicting a win or a loss, no matter how much it is one way or another. I'm looking for an FSU fan. Somebody, put your area code. Don't put your whole phone number in the chat. No, do not put your whole phone number in the chat. Put your area code. I am holding the line for you right now. We'll wait. I'm waiting. Wait a minute. Do we have one? A sad FSU fan. Where's your area code, bro? Where is it? Let me see it. 919. 919. A sad FSU fan. Bro, listen. Some of you guys don't understand that, like, oh, Coach Coop's gonna roast me. Does this look like a face that would roast you live on the internet? No, you will earn so much of my respect if you call in and give your score prediction for the game. Corey Gray, what's going on, man? How's your night been? I'm waiting. 919. Nope, that ain't it. 919. I'm waiting. Help me get to 10K subscribers. You're a Miami fan, right? Extreme Kane, you're a Miami fan, right? Hold on. We're looking for FSU fans. I'm looking for a 919 area code. If it pops up on the caller ID, I'll even call it back. But I have to tell you guys something. There is no 919 area code on my caller ID. He's waiting for... yeah, we're waiting for him. Literally, you're holding up the line from other fans to call in. We're waiting on you. Sounds good, Extreme Kane. I want to get an FSU fan's perspective, and I'm not. Honest to goodness, I'm not. I'm done. I'm not trolling. I'm not trying to be funny. Nothing. I literally want an FSU fan's perspective, and they're here. They're here, but I can't get any of them on the phone. It can't call in now. It's all good, man. It's all good. All right. What's going on? Who we got on the line? They hung up. Maybe that was one of them. I know. We can't. It says your account isn't available. DM me your number. DM me your number on Twitter. I will call you. What's going on? Hold on for me for just a second, my friend. I don't want
All
this.
right, I got you.
I don't want this donation to interrupt what you're saying.
Okay.
Corey Gray, thank you for the 5 man. FSU should be popping up any moment. Wait for it. Wait for it.
Wait for it.
You love to hear it.
Been talking trash to my FSU family members all day. 5,424 Miami.
54-24. Corey Gray, thank you for the 5 man. I appreciate that. Who we got on the line?
Yo, what's good, Coop? My name is Rob.
Rob, how are you tonight, man?
I'm doing pretty good. It's amazing being a Miami fan right now. Y'all have, oh my goodness, it's been just a long, just 2 years, man.
Yeah, it feels good. I'm
It's not-
taking every opportunity to talk some smack and some trash because it feels good.
Right, but at the same time, I don't want to talk too much trash because as soon as we start talking trash, I don't even know.
No, it's one of those things, man. At the end of the day, we're not the ones who suit up, so we get to talk a little bit of extra trash, since we're just the fans and stuff. But I do feel like anytime we get ranked pretty well, top 25, top 15, top 10, whatever, right now ranked number 12 in the country, it does seem like we tend to get a big head a little bit. And then typically this isn't always the case, of course, but it seems like instead of continuing to climb, that we start to go downhill. So, I mean, I know exactly where you're coming from.
Exactly. And coming into this game, before I say my score prediction or anything, let's just take a trip back to memory lane last year. Okay, first game going against Florida. At the end of the game, everybody thought that I at least thought that we were gonna at least maybe make it top 25, top 20. Next week, North Carolina. It's just sad to think about even now. We get beat by North Carolina, and then it feels like everything just went downhill from there.
Yep, just kind of fell apart.
And then we lost to FIU last year. We lost to Louisiana Tech, Georgia Tech. Like, it was awful. And then one of those games we went against, okay, for anybody watching the stream right now, for Coach Coop, for everybody in the chat, Florida State is trash. I'm just going to put that out there. I don't care if there are any Seminole fans getting mad out there. I don't care. Somebody had to say it. It's going to be me. Florida State isn't good. Because last year, they were up 20-plus points. How do you blow a 20-plus point lead against our team last year? Our team that was struggling against teams like FIU and Louisiana Tech. It doesn't make any sense, in my opinion.
Now, are you talking about 2019 or 2018?
Was last year the one that we made the comeback, or was it the year before?
Trust me, I'm right there with you because time all just runs together for me. Half the time I don't even know what day of the week it is. That was 2018. That was when we were down. It was like 20-7, I think, at the half. Yeah, because I was at that game. I was actually at that game in 2018 at Hard Rock. And there was like no hope. I remember going to the concessions at halftime, and I had a couple of people approach me, and they were like, Coop, like, man, what are we going to do? It's over. Like, we talked all this smack, and we're done. And then we came back and won 28-27. Yeah, so that was 2018.
Yeah. So, dang, I forgot about that. So how do we fare
it's tough.
Last year? How do we fare against them last year? I forgot about that.
Last year in 2019 would have been the 27-10 victory for us. So even though we had a crummy season, we did still handle business against Florida State. And that, of course, then continued that streak to 3 games in a row last year. So we took care of business pretty easy against them. Going into the half, we were up 17-3. And then Florida State only scored one more touchdown in the third quarter, and then we shut them out in the fourth quarter.
Yikes. So
And that was
that
was last year.
Oh, okay. So going into this next game, the last previous games were 3-0 against Florida State. We're 3-0, right?
Yes.
Against,
Yeah,
Florida
we've won.
State? Okay.
Yeah, we've won 3 years in a row. Yeah, so we're going for
Okay,
win number 4 this year.
So that just makes my point even better. Okay, not only that, Florida State, let's not forget that Florida State almost lost to Louisiana Monroe. And just last week, or the week before that, but I'm pretty sure it was last week, they lost to Georgia Tech, which is not a good look, in my opinion. So,
yeah. I think the only thing that most FSU fans are reaching for, and again, respect every opponent. I always put that out there. Disclaimer, you have to take every team seriously, and I can promise you that the coaches are doing so.
right.
But for FSU fans, I think really what they're reaching for is just the fact that it is an in-state rivalry game, and a lot of times these are dogfights and can be a lot of times pretty close games. So I think really that's kind of what they're leaning on. They know that we have more talent. They know that we have more athleticism. They know that right now we're a better coach team. So they're kind of reaching for, it's that heated in-state rivalry. You know, we're going to leave our hearts out on the field. We're going to give it everything, and we're going to give you guys a ball game.
Exactly. So my score prediction. So for about the first or second quarter, I say Florida State puts up a good fight. I say we're about maybe tied or up by 7 at halftime. I say we're up 21-14 at halftime. And then, we're going to get into the locker room. The coaches are just going to hype us all up. And then from that point on, I say we're going to win the game 38-14. I say we win 38-14.
38-14. All right, so pretty much shutting them down in the second half of the ball game. 38-14. All right, Rob, I like it. Hey, appreciate you calling in, bro, giving your prediction on the game. And hopefully, maybe, I'll see you tomorrow night for the live hangout. We can sit back and enjoy the game.
I'll try my best to be there, man.
Sounds good. I need as many Miami fans as possible to have my back because, again, the FSU fans are going to show up loud and proud. Like they're doing now, They just don't want to call in.
Right. Yeah, I find that funny. How are y'all also loud and proud, and then when it's time to show up and support your team, they're nowhere to be found.
I mean, am I that rude and mean to opposing teams' fans? I don't think so. I would think, if anything, this would be the platform where you could feel comfortable. All joking aside, to call in and give your score prediction and talk a little smack. I'll respect it. Exactly. I always tell people, hop in, rep your squad. If you're a Florida State fan, talk smack in the chat. Last week, Louisville fans, I was saying, hey, talk smack in the chat.
Exactly.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Now,
we still got, the night is young. We still got some time, so maybe somebody will step up.
Well, I hope so. If there's any Florida State fans in the chat right now, now's y'all's time to talk trash against us because so far, we've just been tearing y'all to pieces right now. So,
hey, Rob, I appreciate you calling in, man. And I'll see you tomorrow night, all right?
Have a blessed night, bro.
All right, you too, man. See, that's all I'm seeing. All I'm seeing is we own the Canes. We're stomping y'all. Call. If you can type it, you can call in and tell me the same thing on the phone. You can do it. I promise. Yes, you're a big meanie. Maybe I am, Bergie. Maybe I am a big meanie. Maybe I am. Let's take the next phone call here. I'm just a big meanie poo-poo head. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
What's up, Coop? It's Bergie. How you doing, man?
It is Bergie. Now, okay, I think I failed my test because I saved Miami Boy's number so I could address him properly. I saved 24/7's Kane number so I could address him properly. But somehow I did not save your number. So...
I guess that means you don't like me, but that's cool. Don't worry about it. I'll let it slide, man.
Remember, I am a big meanie poo-poo head, so. 6, 9,
that was a pretty funny line, man. So what's up, man? How you doing?
I'm chilling tonight. Again, I'm still not feeling too good right now, so I'm trying to give the audience the floor here and let you guys do a lot of the talking, just so we could enjoy ourselves, talk a little smack, enjoy the night before the game, because this is the perfect opportunity to do so before the teams take the field, right? Because we don't actually know what's going to happen at this point in time. All we can do is have a little fun with it.
This is a beautiful time of year, man. I love this game, and I love when it comes down every year, and I'm just as nervous now as I was 30 years ago when I started watching this rivalry, man. It's just crazy. Over 30 years ago, I should say. So this is crazy. But first off, I just wanted to start off with last week. Last week, myself, Miami boy, we were the two that kind of called in and said, we're not really worried about Louisville, and we thought the game would be pretty much in the bag, and we were right.
Yep.
Things kind of got a little bit of a way defensively towards the end, but I guess that's expected. I mean, our defense was on the field for a large portion of the game, and thankfully for all the right reasons. I mean, let's face it, if your defense is on the field a lot because the offense has quit scoring like crazy, I'll take that trade-off all day long.
Exactly. 75-yard touchdown runs on the first play of that offensive possession. We can do that every time, and I will not be upset.
Yep. I will take that all day long. Now, granted, I don't want the guys to get too tired, but it makes sense as far as where the score was, because let's face it, realistically, the score should have been more like, where we were points-wise, but Louisville should only have had like 17 to 24.
Yeah,
that 34 was kind of a gift, but that's okay. I'm not worried about that. So now on to this week. Oh, boy. So my brain is going in a couple of different directions with this. First off is the in-state rivalry every time Miami and Florida State play, regardless of rankings, regardless of who's where as far as win streaks, losing streaks, who sucks and whatever. These two teams always play each other tough. So you have to, expect that it could turn into a tough shoot-'em-out kind of game.
Oh, very easily.
On the other side of things, I don't see how FSU can stay close this year. I don't. I mean, with the way, with Lashley and King, you could see a difference in the demeanor of this team now that we haven't seen in a long time. I mean, we have an offensive coordinator and a quarterback that both have a killer instinct, and a really good killer instinct. And the way the offense is starting to come alive right now, this could get real ugly really fast. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say it will happen, but it very possibly can happen, and don't be surprised if it does. As far as what we can expect from defense, look, if Blackman's playing, it's been proven that our defense just rattles the hell out of that guy, and I don't see any reason why it should be any different this time around. If they do decide to bring in one of the other quarterbacks, great. I don't see Florida State's offensive line doing a whole hell of a lot to be able to stop our defense. It's not to say that they're not going to get theirs. I'm sure they will. Everybody always does. But I think we'll be able to contain them a lot better than we did Louisville. Aside from that, I mean, my prediction, I'm actually more on the blowout side of things. I'm not going to, sit there and say that I'm going to go with Miami boy's prediction of 63-3, I think he said, which is beautiful, and I hope it happens. Don't get me wrong, dude. I'd love to see it, but I'm just a little bit under that. I'm going to go somewhere in the ballpark of let's say 52-14.
52-14.
And I'm kind of good with that. I think that's kind of reasonable. It's a blowout, but it's reasonable. That's where I think I'm at.
I would love to see, as the previous caller stated, us keep our foot on the gas throughout this entire game. I don't even want to play to protect. Let's say we're going into the fourth quarter, and I'm just hypothetical, just play along here. Let's say in the fourth quarter it's 35-3. Start of the fourth quarter. I still want to see us going 100%, foot on the gas, putting points on the board against this team.
I do, but let's be real here for a second. If the score is 35-3 going into the fourth quarter, a lot of the main starters, aside from King, are probably going to come out, and you're going to see a lot of the backup guys get in there and get some time. Now, God forbid, Florida State scores and brings it to like 35-10, 35-14, or even possibly, goes on a little run and gets it to 35-20. Then obviously you're going to see all the troops come back in. But if it's that bad at that point of the game, I can see Manny taking the foot off the gas, not so much as a mercy call for Florida State, but just to protect our team as well and not get our important guys hurt, which is a reasonable call by the coach if it does go down that way. I mean, I don't blame the philosophy if it does go down like that. So.
You're right. I need to think smart. Just the Canes fan, the rival game against FSU makes me want to see just those points through the roof. But that would be you're thinking more realistic here and using your kidneys. That's the smarter thing.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, though, the one thing that really is kind of exciting me about this game, and we saw a small glimpse of it last week, is the Jalen Knighton factor. Like Tutu Atwell is, what he is to Louisville. That's what Jalen's going to be for us this year, I think. I mean, if they can do what they did last week with him out of the backfield and give him, whether it be running plays or just little, dink and dunk pass plays that just put him in open space, holy freaking cow, is this kid going to gain some yards for us?
Yeah, he's something else.
My God, that kid. I mean, there's fast and then there's football fast. This kid is freaking football fast, man. That is scary. But, I got trust in Lashley. I think he's really going to put it together for us. I'm excited as hell to see this guy open the playbook up even more than he already has. And, like I said, I've been watching this series go down for 30-plus years, and I'm just as nervous now as I was when I was a kid when I first started watching it, man. So let's get this thing rolling, baby, for real.
Hey, I love it, man. 52-14. You also, as you said, were kind of on board there with Miami boy last week. Very confident going into the game. And for the most part, that turned out to be the case. So let's see if that happens this week. 52-14 prediction from my man Bergie.
Absolutely. All right, Coop, you have yourself a good one, buddy. I'll talk to you soon.
You too, man. Next week, next week's bye week. Clemson week, I'm going to address you properly as Bergie when you call in. I'm going to save that number. I promise you, all right?
All right, man. I'll hold you to it.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, you too, man.
All right, bye-bye. All right, Hurricane T2Y. Hurricane T2Y, do you know any FSU fans that would be brave enough to call in to Coach Coop's YouTube channel to give their perspective on the Miami versus FSU game tomorrow? I thought I had some connections. Like, maybe I know a guy that knows a guy that knew a guy that his cousin's uncle's baby mama, her ex-boyfriend's stepbrother, is an FSU fan, and they could contact him and he'd be willing to call in. But I got nothing. Can we show Khalil Brantley's tweet on Twitter? Let me see what it is. Let's see. Young Jedi Kane, you want to call in? Wait, did an FSU fan send me their phone number? Nope. Got my hopes up for nothing. Who did we say? Khalil Brantley. Let's see. Am I looking at the right one? You've given up. Did you try to call in? Hold on. Khalil Brantley. I must be looking at the wrong Khalil. Brantley. You might have to link it to me, 24/7 Canes. Could you maybe DM it to me on Twitter or something? I must be looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, I'm looking at the wrong thing. If you can send it over to me, I'd appreciate it. Disrupt Doggo, what's going on? Yeah, Young Jedi Kane, keep trying, man. Keep trying. Actually, you know what? I'll give you a call. How about that? Let's see. Let's get Young Jedi Kane in the building real quick. Oh, we're bringing it tomorrow. You know it. We will have links for the game, guys. Tomorrow night, if you don't have a way to watch it, just stop by the live stream and I'll hook you guys up with links so you can stream the game for free. Doesn't cost you a thing.
Hello?
Young Jedi Kane, man, this Tom guy thinks he's in your head. What do you think?
Man, I ain't worried about him.
He's talking a little bit of trash, but I will say I can't get him or any other FSU fan to call in. It's just Canes fans, so I don't know what the deal is.
Yeah, they scared. But yeah, so how I feel like we should really blow out FSU. I don't know, like this year I don't think it's gonna be that close this year. We should blow them out. They ain't look good against Georgia Tech in my eyes. And also, but I feel like it can be a close game because I just feel like it depends on how like our offense show up to start off the game. Like if we come out fast and connecting on pass plays, Harley and Pope catching the ball, we could really blow FSU out. But like if we come out slow, sluggish, all that thinking we gonna blow them out and stuff, then it's gonna be a close game. It just depends on how the Miami players come out and play.
Yeah, and I really do not want this defense to spot them 14 points, for example, in the first quarter and put us in a deficit early where we have to fight back.
Yeah. And I feel like our defense, the only thing we just need for our cornerbacks to do better. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. But I feel like they can develop. But right now, I don't really like our cornerbacks. I like them, but it's like they have to do better. Like I expect way more from out of all of them. And then the thing is, we don't even really have depth in the cornerback position. Like
we've got I think like 5 scholarship corners at the moment.
Yeah.
Not a lot.
Like I feel like for this program to change and turn around, we need like at least a 5-star corner to come in so we can have a 5-star corner on one side of the field or something. Like I feel like that's the only thing our defense is really missing.
So Young Jedi Kane, again, saying that pretty confident we should come in and own FSU, but as many Miami fans have already admitted, it is an in-state rivalry game. A lot of times these games are close, even when they shouldn't be. What's your final score prediction for this game?
Well, if we come out hot, then I got us winning 49-14. But if we come out sluggish and all, I feel like we just gonna win 31-17.
31-17. All right. Young Jedi Kane.
Yeah.
Everybody loves getting Young Jedi Kane's opinion. Everybody's asking. For some reason, FSU fans are really going after you, man. Listen, this guy's been a sub to the channel for a long time. He's always calling in, dropping knowledge. I don't want to see nobody trash talking Young Jedi Kane if you can't call in yourself and talk some smack or give a score prediction.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Young Jedi Kane, hey, I'm looking forward to maybe hanging out tomorrow night if you get an opportunity to stop in for the live hangout. I think it's going to be a good time.
Yeah. And Typey Tom, call in, bro. What you doing? Call in. Stop being the keyboard master behind the screen. Come on, call in. Don't be afraid.
Oh, man, I love it. Hey, have a good night, Young Jedi Kane.
All right.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
Woo! Woo! I love it. Feisty. Let's go. Talking smack. It's easy to be a keyboard warrior, right? It's easy. Call in. Speak up. Let's go. So here's the tweet that 24/7 Canes is talking about. You know what's funny? I did actually see this. I did see this, but I forgot about it because it was right before stream whenever I pulled it up. Everything getting stepped on. Hashtag beat FSU. We got the little umbrella here. Oh, man. Throwing them U's up. I love it, man. Hey, with the stomp, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. I appreciate you tagging me in that, man. Oh, jeez. All right. Another opportunity here. I realize, Miami fans, thank you for being patient because I know you guys want to give your opinion as well. I don't want it to seem like I'm leaving you guys out. Is there any FSU fan that is willing to call in that can give me their area code, and I will hold the phone line for you? I'm gonna give it a second. Guys, I'm gonna give it a good 20 to 30 seconds. I'm gonna wait. I'm looking for an FSU fan to call in. Drop your area code in the chat. I will hold the line for you. Has joined the battle, 270. Are you an FSU fan? I'm going to hold the line for you, bro, if that's the case. Confirm for me you're an FSU fan. I will hold your spot in line, and we'll get you on the line. Right now. No, he's not. All right. Obviously, I don't know, we blew that little early lead that we had. All right. He. 1, 2, 3. 305. All right, bro. The phone line is being held for you. Here we go, guys. We got one. Let's go. Rep your squad, bro. Come on. I'm holding the line for you. Give me a call. Right here. Right here. I want to hear it from your point of view, your perspective. Let's see what you have to say about the game. First FSU fan who is brave enough, apparently, to call in. Do you know what his area code is, Rory? I'd love to get multiple in. Keep trying. Keep trying. 305. I'm waiting. I'm waiting, man. You can call in and talk smack. It's all good. Now you're a Canes fan? What happened? What is going on? All right, bro. I'm disappointed. Honestly, I truly am. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
Hey, area code 678.
678. How you feeling tonight, my man?
Yeah, I'm feeling fine. I think we need to replace Blackman.
Oh, are you an FSU fan?
Yes, I am.
Let's go. We finally got an FSU caller. I promise you, I'm not trolling. I'm not trying to get an FSU fan like yourself on the line just so I can give you a hard time. Honest to goodness, I look straight into the camera, dead on, make direct eye contact. I literally just wanted to get an FSU fan's perspective, point of view on this game. So listen, huge props and respect to you for being willing to call in, my friend. I'm serious.
Well, my friend Rory is a terrific fan of the U, and he's watching
Rory.
you. And he told me to give you a call because you're not getting any FSU fans in.
Nope, and they're here. We've got 10 or 20 out of 160 in the chat, which is to be expected because this is a Miami Hurricanes focused channel. But we welcome fans of all opposing teams, including FSU fans, because we like the little small trash talking stuff and going back and forth. It's part of the fun. It makes the rivalry that much more fun, right? So let's talk about it here for a moment. You were mentioning, so you're not a fan of Blackman.
No, I'm not. He's too hit or miss. He's good or he's bad. He's too streaky.
So would you prefer for Florida State to take a chance and roll the dice in a big game like this and play somebody else like Jordan Travis, or you're just hoping that
I'd like to see Travis play.
Okay. Yeah, and that's kind of what, and I did a preview video earlier this week where I talked about, I know that a lot of FSU fans, and statistically, just basing it off of that Jordan Travis doesn't have that great of an arm. But it would throw, I think, kind of a wrinkle in Miami's game plan if coming out first snap of the game, Jordan Travis was at quarterback, and then he threw a pass instead of running the ball. I think that would really kind of confuse Miami's defense, at least at the start, until we could make some adjustments and stuff. I've seen FSU fans go both ways. A lot of them have said, Blackman's loyal to FSU. Like, let that man play. He just needs to be coached up. And then I see another side of FSU fans that say, I'm ready to move on. I'm willing to take a chance on Jordan Travis or another younger guy because this season to me is already a wash. And that, again, that's not from me. That's coming from other FSU fans that I've seen on social media and stuff.
Well, I kind of agree with that. I think that, I understand why they want to play Blackman, but I think I just think it's too important a game, and I think we ought to give Travis a chance.
All right. So now, if you're willing to, no pressure. Are you willing to give a potential score prediction for this game? We do it just all in good fun. Obviously, none of us know truly what's going to happen tomorrow until it's the fourth quarter and that clock is all zeros. But are you willing to give a score prediction for the game?
I hate to say it, but I think you're going to beat us by more than the 9.5 points.
Okay.
I don't. Maybe 24-14.
24-14, Miami victory. So still kind of a close game. All right.
Yeah.
And again, typically with rivalry games, they do tend to be closer matchups, no matter what the records are coming into it. So, hey, listen, my friend. Again, I didn't get a name, but I got the area code of 678, my friend. Thank you for calling in, an FSU fan giving their perspective on the game, talking quarterback situation a little bit, and giving a score prediction. Hey, I'm serious. Nothing but respect.
No problem.
Hey, have a good night.
After FSU, it's Miami.
Hey, all right. I appreciate it, bro.
Take care.
All right, bye-bye.
Man, forget this PC crap. FFSU. Go Canes.
Hey, Disturbed Villain, thank you for the $14.99, man. Top dono on the day with the FSU. There we go. Listen, you guys have been here saying delusional, but you won't call in and give a different opinion. That man said, hey, listen, I'm not a big fan of Blackman, just spoke his opinions on Florida State, and then says, hey, I got Miami with the 10-point victory in this matchup. If you think otherwise, give me a call and tell me. I think that I would have an easier time getting UTEP fans to call in. I'm just being real. I think it'd be easier if we were playing UTEP tomorrow. They'd be calling in, talking smack, saying, we ain't got nothing to lose, Coop. We're gonna beat y'all's booty. And then I can only get one FSU fan on the line. James Blackman is 3 of 17 on passes beyond 10-plus yards. Yeah, and I think that's going to continue to be the case with him, just me personally, 24/7 Canes. So I think if we eliminate that short passing game, passes less than 10 yards, and we gobble up their screens, I just honestly, trash talk aside, I don't really know what they can do effectively against us, right? Are you doing a live stream for tomorrow's game? Yes. Yeah, I will be live for tomorrow's game. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
Hey, Coop. It's Extreme Kane.
Extreme
Big
Kane.
fan.
How you feeling tonight, man?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good deal. I'm doing all right, all things considered. So,
yeah, I'm really excited for this game tomorrow.
But obviously, based off the name, Extreme Kane, I take it you are a Miami Hurricanes fan.
Yep, big Canes fan. I'm from Chicago, though, because my parents are big Hurricanes fans, so...
Hey, I love it. I know how tough it can be to live in another state and be a Miami Hurricanes fan. With me living in East Tennessee, I get crazy looks all the time because 90% of the population here are Vols fans, and then the other 10% are Alabama.
Yeah, I saw your video like probably like when you uploaded it like a few days after I saw like the Tennessee video.
Oh yeah,
Like just looking to it. Yeah.
You've been around for a while then. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I've been around for like 2 or 3 years, but I switched
Heck
my
yeah.
name. It used to be Miami Canes all day.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So yeah, but I mean I think Derek King's gonna have a great game, because I think other than the D line, FS really has nothing.
Yep.
Because
And that
other than Marvin Wilson, I mean, what is their defense?
Yeah, and I think that may honestly be why a lot of FSU fans aren't willing to or wanting to call in is again if I sit trash talk aside, and again anything can happen. It's football. Anybody can win any day.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, when you look at the matchups, it's hard to argue for FSU kind of anywhere. Special teams, their wide receivers versus our secondary, even with some of the troubles and things that we've had with that. Offensively, we should put up quite a bit of points on their defense. The matchups just don't line up. Now, again, don't get me wrong. FSU typically has some athletes, and again, it is the rivalry game. So, but I think maybe that's why.
I don't expect like a total blowout. I expect more of like a 15 to 20 point win. I expect a closer first half game, but the Canes pull away in the second half.
All right, so can we get a score prediction from you? I know you mentioned what you thought the difference would be, but let's get a score prediction if you're willing to do so.
I'm gonna say 31 to like 13 or 14.
Okay.
I just think this defense will be play well on them. I think you can expect to see the backup quarterback for FSU come in. Because I just don't think Blackman's great. I mean, he just runs and he can't throw really at all. So I need to see him throw the ball tomorrow if FSU even has any chance of beating us. But then again, it's a rivalry game, so things cannot go our way sometimes. But I hope it does, and I hope we win. So yeah.
All right, so 31 to 14, and keep in mind, everybody in the live chat, that nobody has predicted a shutout. Nobody's saying that FSU won't put any points on the board.
Yeah.
I would say the closest to that would be Miami Boy, who said 63 to 3. So giving just FSU a field goal there. But overall, most people are saying FSU at least 14 points, 17 points, 24 points. So they do have FSU scoring some touchdowns.
Yeah, I expect a pretty similar game to last year. I expect the defense to play great. And yeah.
All right, Extreme Kane with the 31 to 14 prediction. Hey, I'm happy you were able to get through calling in.
Yeah.
And hopefully I can see you.
I'll be there tomorrow.
Yep, that's what I was going to say. Hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.
The whole stream.
That's good, man. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, see you, Coop.
All right, have a good night, man. All right, 31 to 14 prediction from Extreme Kane. CJ, were you looking to call in as well? I'm with you, Coop. You're in East Tennessee, Hurricane Patriot. It's tough, man. Man, who's Tennessee play tomorrow? South Carolina? I think so. I think Tennessee plays South Carolina tomorrow. Yep, South Carolina at South Carolina. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be 7:30, same time as our game. Tennessee is ranked 16 in the country right now. Interesting. I got to keep up with it a little bit, guys, because I live in Tennessee. So people try to talk to me about it all the time. What's going on? Who we got on the line?
Caleb, Miami fan.
Caleb, what's going on, man?
Nothing. But like I was saying to my other family members, this is a rivalry. Every year it was 28-27. Miami, they're a fourth quarter team. I'm a diehard fan. I went to every game since I was little. We always beat, like UAB was a good game. The Cardinals, good game. Every time we play FSU, it's always a 4-point lead.
So you're thinking a closer game tomorrow?
That's how we always play them. I don't know why, but if we blow them out, my score prediction is 54 to 10.
You said 54 to 10?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking, but we can't see the future as we think of it.
Oh yeah, no, it's the score predictions are always. Some people take them like super serious, And to be honest, I'm not sure why. At the end of the day, it's all just in good fun because we don't
Yeah.
realistically know what's going to happen tomorrow. We don't know how good both of these teams are going to be tomorrow. Does Miami come out looking like they did last week? We don't know. Does FSU look as bad as they did against Georgia Tech? We don't really know. We literally have film from one game, stats to look at from one game. They've only played once, and then they had a bye week. They've had 2 weeks to prepare for Miami. So do they come out looking better? We don't know. The score predictions are just to have some fun.
Yeah, and like you said about that freshman, yeah, I can see why not to start him on first quarter, 15 minutes of first quarter,
Yeah.
because he doesn't know Miami that good. He doesn't know what a real rivalry is. He just came out of high school.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's a good point. All right, Caleb, 54-10, landslide victory for Miami in this rivalry game. I'm glad you were able to call in, my friend, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow night for the live hangout.
Yeah, I'll be there on the dot.
Sounds
See you
good, man.
there.
Hey, have a good night, Caleb.
You too.
All right, bye-bye. All right, so Baby Shaq, what's going on, man? It's good to see you in here. Giant Dog says UT only 16 because Big Ten and Pac-12 out of the rankings. You're right. That's why. They ain't even played a game yet. So we don't know how good they're going to look. Now, their recruiting's been top-notch, man. But does that translate to victories on the field? With Tennessee, that's hard to say. Let's be real. I know not a lot of people keep up with Tennessee here, myself included. But again, living in Tennessee, I do see it from time to time, hear about it a lot, local news and stuff here. So John Shields says, Canes are better than last year. Noles are worse than last year. That's pretty accurate, actually. And we beat them by 17 last year. Blowout incoming, says John Shields. Yeah, you know what, John Shields, you got me a little bit pumped up. Because, I've been kind of just trying to respect the FSU fans and give them an opportunity to call in. But you know what? You got me kind of pumped up. Here's what we're going to do. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. Hold on. You got me too pumped up, John. You see, John, you see what you've done? Listen. Khalil says, bro, y'all lost to Georgia Tech last year. I thought we weren't living in the past. That was last year. Which one is it? Because then I could say, but y'all lost to this team. And you could say, but y'all lost to this team. And then I could come back. I could go back to 1950 and say, bro, you lost to this team. Check this out. I guess if that's how we're going to have to do it. I guess if this is how it works. Let me put this on. I can, y'all know I can't see nothing without my glasses. Man, look at this. Look at this. In 1975, y'all also lost to Georgia Tech. If we're going to play this game, we could just go back and forth all night. 1975. Who else? Man, then an L to Virginia Tech, an L to Florida, an L to Auburn, an L to Memphis, and well, what do you know? An L to Miami. Back in 1975. Hey, listen, I'm just using that. I'm making an example out of that. Everyone tells me that Canes fans live in the past so much, right? Because we're always bragging 5 national championships, yada yada, right? But then the first thing they do is they poke fun at a record we had last year or the year before or a team we lost 2-3 years after that. I'm talking about right now. I didn't bring it up. I'm talking about right now. Tomorrow. September 26th, prime time on ABC. I'm not talking. All right. Let's get the phone line open back up. You can call in if you are an FSU fan. The phone line's been open for you guys all night. All night. And only one guy's been brave enough to call in. That's just facts. That's not trash talk. That's not even me poking fun. That's the truth. It's back open. I've called in 30 times, Coop. No, you ain't. What's your area code, Tom? I'll hold the line for you. I will hold the line for you, Tom. It's open. And you know, you guys heard it. You heard it whenever the other FSU fan called in. I didn't give him a hard time. I let him, I actually even agreed with some of the stuff he said. I'm waiting. Phone line's open. Right here it is. 865-229-4131. Let's make this fun. I'm waiting. Is this one? Hold up. Is this one, maybe? What's going on? Who we got on the line?
It's all about the U83.
All about the U83. How you feeling tonight, man?
I'm feeling great.
Good deal. So how you feeling about the game tomorrow? I ask you how you're feeling tonight. You're doing good. That's good to hear. But what about tomorrow? Miami versus FSU.
I'm not worried.
Not worried. All right. Are you... Can we... I guess... Yeah, I'm going to hop right to it. Can we get a score prediction from you?
Yep. I have Miami winning 31-14.
31-14. So that's two... That's actually 3 38-14 predictions. So that seems to be a pretty popular one. I like it.
Yep.
All right. So, and you said, what was your name again? One more time.
All about the U83.
All about the U83. Gotcha. All right. I need to save your number because I know you typically call in, and I appreciate all the love. I see you in the chat and leaving comments and stuff on my videos. Usually, you're like one of the first 5 or 10 people to leave a comment on my videos. So I appreciate that support.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right, so 31-14. Hey, I appreciate you calling in. I'm probably going to try to go through, to be honest with you, and do kind of like a quick lightning round thing as we slowly wrap things up and just get some quick score predictions and stuff. So I appreciate you calling in, man.
Keep up the good work.
Hey, thanks. I'll see you tomorrow, all right?
Yeah.
All right, bye-bye.
All
right. All right. FSU fan, can I get an area code? That's been the theme for tonight. I feel kind of bad, Canes fans. Please don't be upset with me over holding the line several times for FSU fans. Every time some more come in, like we've got an influx of people here, I think maybe there will be another one. Maybe there will be one more. But it ain't happening. Let's go to the next one. January, I know you've been trying to call in. What's your area code, man? Let's get you in here. You've been trying to call in all night, and I'd love to get you in. Of course, don't drop the whole phone number, but drop your area code, January, man. Let me see if I can hold the line for you. You've been trying to get in. Let's get you in here. FSU fans are scared, man. It's pathetic. I mean, I'm telling you that. Let me show you. Let's take a look at some of the comments while we wait on my preview video. Let's see. That's what's made it kind of weird this year. This was my preview video that I'd posted asking for score predictions. Let's see. I am a Florida State fan, but we don't have the skill players. I would love for us to win, though. State fan since 73. Never seen them look so untalented in the skill position, just keeping it real. So doesn't think that FSU is going to win this game. Let's see what else we got. Any FSU fans? Where are they? 41-10. Yeah, right. I don't know if that's an FSU fan. Miami will lose to FSU. Lack of focus and determination like in the past few years. Stop listening to the noise and play angry like mad dogs. Blake Baker, your defense is soft. Any more? 27-24 FSU. Them Noles are going to win. No score prediction. Respect from an FSU fan. We're Garbo this year, but I love the rivalry. Hate y'all a ton. I'll eat that L. 36-26. Man, never thought I'd see the day. 24-21, FSU pulls off the upset with a game-winning field goal or a wide right to lose to Miami. See? Okay. Gator fan has us crushing FSU. Trey Owen, 27-13, Miami. I don't see my Noles pulling this one out. He put it in? Where is it? 941. All right, January man, give me a call. I'll hold the line for you. January man, and he said 941. I'm holding the line for you, bro. Thanks to COVID-19, King has another year of eligibility. Will he stay? I really think it depends on his performance this season. Will they try to talk him into staying? Absolutely. I mean, with Alabama on the schedule opening week, it would be huge for him to stay. I know we're only 2 games in, but I think that would be big time. I'm holding the line for January, man. And then what we'll do, guys, is we'll just get kind of a lightning round. I'll take as many phone calls as possible, but I want to try to just keep it score prediction, and you can say like a quick thing or two, and then we'll move on to the next one. Yep, we play Alabama. We open with Alabama in 2021. I'm waiting. January, man. I got the line held for you, bro. And then we'll kick off the lightning round. What's going on, Phoenix, guys? How are you, man? Yeah, what happens, Swagger Canes, is I'm trying to think of how to explain it. When 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 people try to call in at the same time, what happens is it just holds the phone line up entirely, and then on my caller ID, 10 numbers will pop up, and it never rang for me. No joke. So that's typically what happens. Schedules could change for next year, right? We can't really... Oh, dang. Come on, man. That desperation play from the Celtics to remain above water. Losing that series 3-1. Is it going to be 3-2? Hey, man. Coop can't call, but my score is Miami 48, FSU 17. All right, William. I like it. January, man, you still want to call in? All right, anybody that wants to call in, we're going to stay live for about 10 more minutes. 865 is somewhere up here. Somewhere. There. 865-229-4131. Let's get some lightning round score predictions. You don't have to dive in deep. There doesn't have to be any meat on the bone. Just give me a call, give you a score prediction, and we'll kind of wrap it up for tonight. We got a big day tomorrow. We got to get our rest, right? What's going on? Who we got on the line?
It is Ahmad. How you doing?
Doing pretty good. How you feeling tonight, man?
Doing well, man. You had me going crazy trying to call in, man. I created that Swagger Canes account just so I could talk to you in the chat and try to bug you.
Yeah, it's just weird because eventually I'll probably switch to a different system, but I use Google Voice, the VoIP service. So when people call in, like literally as I'm saying it, I know you can't see my other screen, but literally like 5 phone numbers just popped up as missed calls. So when multiple people call in, I think it just ties the lineup completely and lets no one in. So eventually what we'll try to do is get a more legit system where it can, put someone on hold and then they hear like some elevator music while they wait until they get on to the show or something like that. We'll maybe try to set something up like that.
It's all good, man. My wife thinks I'm crazy, but she's also a fan. I sent you that video of us huddling up. I think it was the Virginia Tech game last week. So
yeah, you had me up on the TV, right?
And I have you up on the TV right now.
Yeah, I remember that DM that you sent me. No joke. I showed it to my wife, and she's like, "That's so awesome." Because at the end of the day,
we're both big fans.
I always do the huddle up thing. But even let's say when I did the huddle up thing in the UAB game, and we had like 900 people in the chat. Sometimes I wonder if there's even a single person doing it with me. If it's just me doing it. So that's good. That was good. That was awesome to see that.
Yeah, of course. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time, and I'm going to hop back on the Celtics Heat game soon, but I think it's going to be a bloodbath. I'm predicting 37-10. I think that we have some gaps. I think that, we're kind of thin at cornerback right now, and our O-line needs work. But, since last year where we beat them pretty good, we also had 2 huge improvements. in kicker and obviously QB. And I do think that the kicker is really important because it's just a momentum killer, man. When you go downfield and you miss an easy field goal, you miss a chip shot, or you get the 6 and you don't get the 7, I think it's a momentum killer. So I think having Borgalis is huge. I think having King is huge. And, man, Jalen Knighton last game, I mean, we were lighting it up. So I think 37-10. I would even predict to a little bit more. I don't know how smart FSU fans or FSU coaches are. I don't think they're the brightest tools in the shed, but maybe they'll learn some lessons from Louisiana or from who did we play last? Louisville, from Louisville.
Yeah.
And they're not and they're not going to stack the box hopefully and let Knighton run those wheel routes. Hopefully they'll learn a lesson, or hopefully not.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean,
like I said, they're not the brightest. But
again, they've had 2 weeks to prepare for the game. Now, for us in the past, that's not been very
that
helpful.
Would be shitty for
which,
us.
Hopefully that changes this year with a bye week and then Clemson coming up 2 weeks from now. But again, I think FSU fans are just mistaking a little bit of confidence from us as disrespect, since it is a big in-state rivalry game. But just looking at it, even setting our Canes pride aside, and many FSU fans have mentioned it. You probably saw where I was scrolling through the comment section on my preview video that when you look at it on paper and you line up these matchups, even taking into consideration, like you brought up last year, and us still getting a pretty decent victory against FSU, with all things considered, how we looked last year, and we still got the win.
27-10, right?
It would be, it would be hard to argue for an FSU win. And again, I think that's why
I picked
many
that
calling in.
27-point victory on purpose, by the way, because my freshman year of college, they beat us. I think it was 41-17, 41-14. So it was also a 27-point victory. So I want to get them back for that one.
I like it.
Yeah. But I had a question for you. I don't know if you guys have talked about this yet, but did you see Isaiah Walker's tweet that he put out?
I don't think I did.
He put out a tweet this week that was like it was like a short video of somebody saying like, "I'm back."
Oh, and, yeah. Somebody tagged me in something on Twitter, but I remember seeing it, but don't remember seeing it, if that makes any sense at all. I know that sounds crazy. Like, I glanced at it and saw it, but I didn't pay a whole lot of attention to it.
Yeah, and I know his waiver didn't get approved, but I guess there's like an appeals process. So, I mean, hopefully he can come in. I mean, having a true freshman at the O-line is not what you want. I mean, we had to struggle with having young people at the O-line last year, and obviously it's just going to take some time to build up. But, yeah, another thing I wanted to say is, man, I don't care. First of all, I want them to have to put another QB in. I think that'll show a sign of weakness, and I hope that we wreck their QB. I hope our D-line tears them apart. But also, once we put in our third stringers, our second stringers, I want them to be hungry. I want them to play as hard as they can. I want to see Restrepo out there. I want to see some of the new guys out there making plays, especially with the new redshirt rules and things like that. I want our third stringers to run up the score on them.
Yep, and I would love to take an opportunity if we could get a lead on some of these teams and get these young guys some play time, because they're going to be the future of this program. It's not like they're nobodies. I mean, we've seen the numbers and stuff coming from Restrepo, from scrimmages and practices and stuff. Keyshawn Smith, some of these other guys pick up some more carries for Knighton and Don Chaney Jr. And that could be huge for us later down the road, especially with this super strict testing with COVID-19. We've seen where a lot of teams have had key players have to sit out, quarantine for a week or two. Plus, hopefully not, but of course injuries do happen. Football's a violent sport, so we might need these guys later on in the season. So yeah, the more opportunities we have to get them some play time, that would be huge.
Yeah, absolutely. But I know you wanted to do a lightning round, so I'll let you go. I do want to ask everybody in the chat a question, though. I have a poll question.
All right.
What's harder, pre-ordering a PS5 or calling into Coach Coop's show? Drop your answers in the chat.
Oh boy, that's a tough one. Hey man, Ahmad, I appreciate it. 37-10, Miami Hurricanes victory tomorrow night. Hopefully I'll see you in the live chat hanging out, and it was a pleasure having you call in tonight.
Of course, Coop. Take it easy.
You too. Have a good one.
Bye.
Is calling into the Coach Coop show that hard? Is it that hard? Oh man, that's funny. No, pre-ordering that PS5's got to be harder, right? That or the Xbox. It don't matter which one. The scalpers done bought all of them up. I was trying to get an Xbox pre-ordered because I don't even care. I'm not a console gamer, but they are nowhere to be found. No, well, you know what? Let's end a little bit with some small talk here. Those of you that do play games, if you don't, it's cool. It ain't for everybody. Are you looking to get a PS5 or the new Xbox? You a PlayStation guy or you an Xbox guy? Yeah, Typey Tom's been trolling all night. And honestly, what I would love to see him bring the same energy tomorrow. Honestly. I would love to see it, because what happens typically when we start winning games, Miami fans, the OGs, those of you that have been around with me for a long time on the live hangouts, fans of opposing teams are nowhere to be found once we build up a lead. It's the craziest thing. It's like they just evaporate. They're just gone. It's the weirdest thing. PS5. PS5. We got no Xboxers in the chat? Come on, if I was gonna do one, it'd be the Xbox. They got what? The new Xbox has backwards compatibility, right? With like Xbox One games and then some 360 games and maybe original Xbox games. I'm an Xbox guy. Crit, let's go, bro. Let's go. How many times do you think we see the turnover chain? Rory, I'm gonna say the turnover chain makes 3 appearances tomorrow night. Same amount of turnovers that they had against Georgia Tech. I believe that was 2 fumbles and 1 interception against Georgia Tech? I think it's actually going to be kind of similar for us. I believe they had 3 turnovers. What are we looking at here? Yep, 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and 1 interception. I think we'll have something similar. So if you guys want, we could get a quick lightning round in. If you guys want to call in, just give a quick score prediction. We're only going to stay live for like another 2 or 3 minutes. All right? I try to keep these around 2 hours, and then we'll wrap up for the night. So if you want to call in, give a quick score prediction, 229-4131, and then we're going to call it a night for tonight, guys. There ain't no way they're pulling it out. 91 to 107. What happened? Obviously, I wasn't able to watch it because we were live here the whole time. What happened? Anybody who has eyes on the game, what in the world? Did the Heat just play like they had a 3-1 lead? What's going on? DJ and Xbox, man. Let's go. All right. I guess they're not going to pull it out. All right. I don't think they come back from that late in the game. So guys, I don't know if either if we're not getting any calls or the VoIP program is just froze up from all the calls. That's very possible. The NBA rigged it. Kang Gang says PS5. Man, PS5 is taking over. I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. Actually, guys, we got a long day tomorrow, right? A lot to be excited about. Don't forget that I will be live during the Miami FSU game tomorrow night. Let's see if we can break 500 in the chat. Against UAB, we had 890. And then against Louisville, we had like 450. Let's see if we can kind of go in between and get 500 or 600 for the rivalry game tomorrow. So live hangout during the game. I'll have links for it if you need that. Otherwise, pile up on Coach Coop's virtual couch and let's react to the game. Just have a good time. FSU fans, you're more than welcome to show up. You can hang out. Jonathan says 38-17 Miami. And I'm an Alabama fan, but I love college football. Hey, I love it, man. We got to hang around because we got a matchup coming up in 2021. David Wagner, what's going on, man? We're just wrapping up. Bergie, hey, thank you for calling in, man. Play that song one more time. You want it one more time? Do you want the hater blockers and the FSU one more time?
FSU, 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 we that you.
Leave it to Coop to be up here dancing with no sound. That had to be the weirdest thing ever. How cringy is that to watch Coop dance to no music? You know what, y'all? Just keep it going. Just give me some more FSOs. Just all caps. All caps! The Start Bill, and thank you for the top dono on the night. $14.99. FSU fans, like I said, I'll see you tomorrow night. Bring that energy. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, prime time ABC. Live here on the Coach Coop YouTube channel. Hey, I love you guys. Go Canes. I'll see you then, all right? Let's kick some booty.